Okay, there we go. Finally. Okay, so I'm not tech savvy, so just to let you know you can still run this business and not have any idea what you're doing with that. So anyway, guys, we're gonna talk about social media. Just to quickly get you into the mindset of all of this, that's one of the biggest things that was in your coach checklist. Okay, the whole idea behind social media is this is your billboard. Okay, social media should be fun too. Okay, if you're not like this, should be the most fun thing that you have with your business. Okay, if you are feeling overwhelmed by it, couple quick tips for you to kick this off with. One, turn notifications off in every single group if that's something that overwhelms you. Okay, notifications don't bother me. All right, but eventually, hopefully, I think that we're all here because we do have big goals and dreams, which means eventually in the next year to 3 years, you guys are going to be making 6+ figures as a coach. Okay, so think about where are you going to be then? Okay, are you going to be married? Are you going to have kids? Are you going to be living someplace where you're out of the hustle and bustle? So things like getting blown up every time somebody likes an Instagram post. Is that stuff that you want to take away now so that you don't become addicted to it? Okay? It should always be a very positive experience. And the beauty of being able to build your tribe is that your Instagram and your Facebook feed should be filled with nothing but positive people. Okay? So don't take the time right now to go get rid of everybody that might be negative, but definitely on the weekend, make sure that if there's somebody that is kind of, putting out some negative vibes and stuff and they're not excuse me, they're not your tribe, don't be afraid to unfriend people. This is your space and this is your job. The beauty of coaching is that you get to bring the people that you want into your life, okay? So the quick thing that I want to show you guys first when it comes to to Facebook is I want to show you guys that I don't have a news feed. Okay, this is something that I decided very early on in my business that I wanted to have. And all I did was I went to Google and I typed in kill my newsfeed. And it's just a plugin. It's nothing confusing. So all I did was I clicked on this and I could download it. And if you guys can see up next to my little bookmark thing in the top right here, it's right here. It just says kill my newsfeed and I can click it on and I can click it off. Okay, so if you need to have your newsfeed, great. But I already know that I have it on my phone if I pull up the Facebook app, so I don't need to have it here as well. And this really gets me in the mindset of when I show up to social media, one, somebody's not going to ruin my day by posting something negative. Okay? Two, I come on here to work. All right? Guys, most of us are busy or we have other things going on. But we do have control over more of our lives than we actually think that we do. Okay? And if something as simple as I have no distractions right now, I can go straight into my groups and my messages and following and adding new friends. Does that help as far as the notification things go? Okay. I don't want you guys to be a slave to all of that. So let's talk first about, I'm going to break these down into, what do I have? 7 different categories. Okay. So the first one is we're going to talk about building trust on social media. Okay. The first thing comes, and you guys are going to hear this word so many times that eventually you're going to want to kill somebody. But if you hear it a lot, clearly it's a big part of this. Building trust comes from being consistent. Okay? Not only consistent in your posting, but this consistency shows them that if you can do something like get on social media once a day, then they're going to trust when you ask them to hold each other accountable to a workout and meal plan, that you're actually going to do it. Okay? So this trust is so important. Posting isn't just to be like, hey, look at me. It's really your whole goal is you want to create friends, not fans. All right? You can easily create fans by buying followers or by being half naked on social media, things like that. Like even yesterday, okay? My tribe are not half naked people. I felt super awkward sharing my swimsuit photo yesterday on Instagram. That's something I would not share on Facebook. So me being awkward, I have to have like my sweatpant and sweatshirt photo like right after because that's not me to just share that, right? But so for other people it is. So I'm building the trust by one, I'm showing I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone. This isn't typical like me. Like even the other photo I had in my swimsuit, I literally look like I'm trying to fly because I'm just awkward like that. I'm not a look at my body kind of person, right? But at the same time, I want to show them that I am here. I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone, not just for me, but for you, okay? You just want to let them know that I'm here to build a friendship with you. Even if you're not going to join me today, I'm going to keep showing up because one, I'm doing this just for myself as well. This is my accountability. Right? Being a coach is the best way to hold yourself accountable to your health and fitness. You literally get paid to work out. Okay? You don't have to have this killer transformation, but as long as you're showing up every day, they're going to trust, like, shit, she likes this. She's having fun with it. Even if you were going to the gym every day and posting that, eventually they're going to reach out to you. It's the only difference why those like fit girls on Instagram do so well is because they're every day they're showing themselves physically in the gym. Every post, every workout video, every booty selfie, or I guess they're called belfies now, so behind. Like all of that stuff, people are seeing them in the gym. So when they say, I'm offering a gym workout plan, people are going to trust them. Okay, I see her in the gym. She's selling a gym plan. It must work, right? It's the same thing with you. If you're offering and talking about at-home programs, show them that you're doing them. Build that trust by posting about it. Okay? So that trust, let's sort of talk about how do you kind of share your journey on social media. Okay? First thing is you don't always have to say, like, you can say 80-day journey, okay? But you don't always have to say it's a Beachbody program. Remember, guys, that people are following your journey. If they want to follow Beachbody's journey, they're going to follow Beachbody on Instagram and Beachbody's Facebook page. They're not going to follow you. So we just want to see your journey doing these programs, your journey drinking Shakeology, okay? So a couple things as far as building the trust is you don't just want to show them what it is that you're doing. Like, here's this workout, do 3 sets of 10, have fun, sweat, bye. You want to share, like, why did you just do that workout? It doesn't have to be like this whole long novel, but say you woke up and you're like, F this day, just F Wednesday, I'm already over it, and it didn't even start yet. But you know that working out is part of your vital behaviors as a coach. You know that you're running this accountability group, so you have other people to show up to. And you know that even though the during and the before part sucks, the after part's like, hell yes, right? Share that, okay? Share that in a matter of minutes. It's hard to motivate yourself if you're in a bad mood when you wake up to get dressed, to drive to the gym, to have to figure out what the heck you're going to do once you get to the gym, and then to motivate yourself to actually stay at the gym to do the workout. Because let's be honest, we get to the gym sometimes and we're like, oh, well, no one knows how long I've been here, so I can just like leave now. Okay, I did it all the time, right? So letting them know that in a matter of seconds, they can go from feeling blah to awesome right at home, anything along those lines, okay? So now let's kind of switch gears. So part 2 now. So now that you know, you're posting every day just to build that trust with them. Some people, guys, are not going to join you right away. I didn't. It took me 8 to 10 months to finally join my coach. Bree watched me for a year, right? Jenna, you and I have been talking for a while as well. Alexia, you followed Ashley for how long? You know, it's going to take them to follow you or to follow you for a little while. And the only thing, remember, we can't control everything in life, guys. But this is the one thing you can control. And what you can control is, are you showing up every day? Okay? It's not when are they going to join you? It's, are you going to be here still rocking it when they're ready? Okay? Because most coaches are going to quit. Be the difference. Be the one that didn't. All right? So second thing we're going to talk about is posting with purpose. Okay. Let me get a sip here real quick. So Jen and I talked about this the other day on her first coach call about her pillars, because I thought that hers, she killed it. So obviously one of them, of your pillars, should definitely be health and fitness, okay? It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be the fit girl, okay? Don't think of that as being an advantage. It's not, okay? Because I'm like that awkward fit girl. I'm like the girl that I'm fit enough. I don't deadlift 225 pounds and I don't have this huge ass. But for some people look at me and think, oh, it's just easy for her. It's not, okay? So when I post every day, I have to make sure that I am letting people know, why am I here? Because so many people will still say things to me like, you're already skinny, why are you still working out? I get that all the time. I'm like, you're missing the whole purpose of health and fitness. Like, this is so I don't kill people. No, I'm just kidding. So when we're posting with purpose, you're going to hear it differently from every coach. Okay, so this is why I always say, every time you watch a training video, always take things and focus on what, make it your own. Always make it your own, okay? So for example, I invite the same way that Ashley Flaudison does as far as lining down my paper, but then I do input it onto my computer because I lose paper and paper's all over the place. The difference, though, between her and I is I don't invite the way that she does. Okay, her invites are very straightforward. Like, hey girl, are you in a routine right now, or would you be down to try something new? That's a great invite. But for me, I need the fluff. I need the, hey girl, hope you're having a great day. Really love that post the other day that you shared about blah, blah, blah. Not sure what you have going on in April, but if I were to hook you up with this workout and meal plan, would you be down to hold each other accountable? I respond a little bit better to that, okay? So what I mean by that is just knowing that you're gonna get a lot of information. You just have to make sure that you're doing what you would do. You're talking how you would talk. You're posting how you would post. Okay, so posting with purpose. Like I'm saying, you're gonna hear some coaches say 2 times a day is the golden ticket. Some coaches post 3 to 4 times a day, okay? I would say right now, bare minimum, twice a day. I wouldn't post more than 3 times a day, okay? These are kind of the hot times to post, and this goes for both Facebook and Instagram. I would highly write these down if I were you guys. Sometime between 7 and 10 in the morning and 7 and 10 at night, okay? And just take note of this. For 2 weeks, post at night at 7 o'clock, post at 9, and post at 10. See what time gets the best interaction. That's when your tribe is on social media. Okay? And then now you just know that's when you're going to post. Okay? The whole idea, remember, is we want to get as many people we want to have as many eyes on our stuff at once, right? And so you want to make sure that you're posting when they're on. So 7 to 10 in the morning, 7 to 10 at night, and then sometime in the afternoon between like 3 and 6 p.m. Okay? And the reason if you do 3 and 6, people are kind of like slowing down from work. Okay, they've had their lunch break. Now they're just kind of like waiting until the clock runs out at their job. So they're on social media a little bit more. They're kind of making plans for after work, things like that. Okay, so what do you want to talk about? This is a really great rule of thumb that I used a lot in the beginning of my business. This idea, and there's a book, I want to say it's by Zig Ziglar. He has a really great quote about consistency. You guys have totally heard me say this before, but it's an apple a day keeps the doctor away, not 7 apples on Sunday. Okay? Again, just consistency. So he is really big on this whole jab, 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 right hook method. Okay? You don't have to be like super strict with yourself about it, but more or less, you don't want to be shouting out and trying to sell people all the time. Okay? It's going to turn them away. All right? Instead, you can simply invite people even if you don't have a call to action at the end, which we're going to talk about. Right? But when you're posting with purpose, think about, what do you follow on social media? What do you follow? What do you stop and look at? Okay? More importantly, when you're stopping and looking at things, you want to think about posts as being a jab and then posts as being a hook. So let's talk about the jabs. Jabs are when you are sharing your workout. You're sharing that you're on a team call right now. You're sharing that you are packing your lunch for school, but you're using a meal plan based on the workout program you're doing. Okay, jabs are more or less where you are talking both about coaching, your fitness journey, and your life. Okay, so all the other things that make you, you. And you're just letting them know what you have going on. Basically, the idea here is you're inviting them into your, like if they were to come over to your house. Okay, so little things even like setting up props in your photos. Okay, so almost anytime I'm sitting down, you're going to see Energize someplace in my life. Okay, so it's so easy for me to talk to people about it because I'm talking about it and showing it all the time. I'm not shouting out, hey guys, do you see my yellow drink in the background of this photo? No, that's like my little jab. Basically, I could say something along the lines of, sitting here taking a selfie and posting like, for example, I just posted one. My photo was just a selfie, and all I said was, I was always waiting for things to get easier and fall into place. They didn't. But when I learned how powerful I am and how much stronger and confident I become when I'm surrounded by go-getters and doers, I found this passion for helping other women like me. I'm blessed every day I get to share these ideas with my tribe, especially tonight, because team calls are definitely one of my favorite things about being a girl boss. Okay, I'm not saying I'm a Beachbody coach. I'm not even saying I'm a coach. Okay, I'm just basically saying that I'm running this business. Okay, I have this thing from home, and I'm sharing why am I here. And one of my biggest things was I didn't have friends. I didn't have friends. I was always the boyfriend kind of girl. Okay, and I usually dated douchebags that like didn't quote unquote let me have friends. So for me, this was like my outlet. So I'm going to talk about that. Now, I'm not saying join my team or we're having a new coach training or anything like that, but that's like a little jab. Now, say on Sunday night, I can make a post saying something along the lines of, and this would be my hook, packing and getting ready to go to Mexico tomorrow on this earned trip. Like, I just can't believe I'm actually here, something along those lines, because that to me was one of the biggest scams about this. I didn't believe you could actually earn trips. I could not understand and grasp that. Like, I mean, I grew up in the day and age where telemarketers would call my house phone and be like, you just won a cruise for yourself plus 4 people. Just fill out the survey for 55 minutes. Submit your social security. Like, I grew up in that day and age. So, like, no, you can't earn free trips. So I can talk about that and say, you can be here with me next year. Fill out the link in my bio to become the next girl boss on the Fit Coast tribe. Okay, so they've seen me talking about coaching all week long. I haven't asked them to do anything. I'm just letting them know, hey, this is what I'm doing. You're following my journey. I want to let you know what's going on. And then on Sunday, I'm letting them know you can be a part of this too. Okay, so I don't plan out my posts all the time. Sometimes I do. I'll be honest and say that the weeks that I do, I'm much more consistent in pretty much every other area of my life. You just have to think what's best for you. If you are somebody that wants to plan out your posts, don't overcomplicate this. Simply go to Pinterest or YouTube. I was going to go to Pinterest for the purpose of this call for right now. And don't only follow Beachbody coaches. Okay, there's a lot of girls out here. Like, if you guys follow BBG girls, they have some of the best fitness pages, in my opinion. They are, because one, they can't make any money off of it, which to me just blows my mind. And they're so passionate about it, and they will do those workouts till the end of time, but they will not trade. They won't try anything new. But they're very good at sharing their content and being inspiring. Okay, so I follow a lot of BBG girls, but you can also come here and do Instagram like content ideas or content calendar or whatever. Okay, and you can click on one of these. Actually, this was one I had for a while that I was using. And it'll say, like, offer a quick tip, share an inspiring story, show your workspace, share your favorite tool in your business. So something as little as like your selfie light, letting people know like that you have this chair that reclines and spins and shoots sparkles and glitter out of it. I don't know, anything, just letting people into your life. Does this help? This was actually a really awesome thing. I'm going to make sure to share this tonight in our team page. So I guess let's stop there for a quick second. What do you guys have in terms of questions as far as posting with purpose? Like, are you excited about social media? Do you enjoy posting on social media? Are you nervous? I guess just, do you have any questions right now? If not, we can always like one-on-one chat too about like your actual page itself. Feel free to unmute yourself.
So when you say like to post twice a day, is that like on your actual page, or does that include stories?
Your actual page. We're going to talk about stories.
Okay, cool.
My idea thing is if you can definitely get to the point where you are only posting one time a day on social media. So say if your posting really isn't your jam, that's okay. That's totally okay. But it's one of the non-negotiables in your business. Okay, think about it this way. It's a job. At the end of the day, guys, this is a job. There's some things I don't enjoy doing all the time. So look at it as that being that. I would definitely get your account up to over 3,000 followers if you're not quite there yet. At that point, you can post once a day, but you better be living in your stories. And that doesn't mean you have to be in your stories all day long. We're going to talk about different ways that you can save stuff and upload it later through the week, so that way you can kind of like don't feel like you're in your phone all the time. Okay? Especially if you're somebody that doesn't like to be obsessed with your phone. All right? Does that answer that for you real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Jenna, how about
you?
Go ahead.
Okay, so firstly, do you mean posting like 2 separate posts on Instagram, or just like 2 posts, one like Instagram and then one Facebook?
I posted the same things on Instagram and Facebook when I started off. So I would post once in the morning on Facebook, I'd copy and paste it to Instagram.
That's what I've done. Once
in the evening on Facebook, and I'd copy and paste it to Instagram.
Okay.
You have very different people on both of those platforms.
Right.
The only eventually the idea is you want to bring your friends from Instagram to Facebook. This is where our team pages are. This is where training is. This is where our challenge groups are, things like that. The only time you're going to meet people on Instagram that refuse to have Facebook. We'll worry about that when we get there. It's few and far between. But that's why I'm kind of switching over to the app now for the fitness thing. Okay, at least if we can hook them in and just basically say, girl, the only thing holding you back from turning this journey into like a 6-figure business is you need to get a Facebook. Okay, are you willing to do that? But for you right now, I would post the same thing. If you want to change it up, say if you plan out your post for the whole week. You spent the weekend, you explored, you did all of your workout videos, like a clip of each of them on a Saturday. I'm going to talk all about this then toward the end so it makes more sense. You can post different things. For me, it was just easier to copy and paste. Because I, at the time, was not on Facebook, so it wasn't natural. I had to go out of my way. I even had to set an alarm to remind myself to post because mine was deactivated when I became a coach. So I set an alarm to make sure, Emily, did you post? It would go off at like 9:30. Post on Facebook yet? Because I could post on Instagram. It was remembering then to copy it over. So I would aim for twice on Facebook, twice on Instagram. Okay. Does that help?
Yeah, I kind of like, so for instance, like I don't have a problem at all posting on social media. I post all the time. It's more of just like finding that picture to post. And
we'll talk about that.
You know, because like today I was struggling with that. Like I literally, if you go to my Instagram, posted a picture of the sky as one of my pictures. And
no,
so
like, there's a bunch of different things that you guys can do with this. Yeah. And we're going to talk about this. So let's now, so just so that we can hit all this, do you guys have anything going on tonight? Are you cool to like hang out and chat?
I'm good.
Okay, awesome. So the whole posting with purpose. These are like the 3 big categories, and we're going to wrap up this topic here. Is more or less you want your post to not just hit your pillars. Okay, so if you guys go to my Instagram right now, the top of it, you're going to see that I'm turning travel dreams into realities. You guys will, until the end of time, hear me talk about living on an island. I will not stop until this happens, okay? It's just, that's my goal. And knowing me, I'll probably be on this island for a year and get bored and move and whatever. But that is my first goal right now. So when you come to my page, you're going to see me talk about joining this movement. I'm girl power all day, guys, okay? So that's the one thing that they're going to get when they come to my page, okay? Now, say if you guys are into memes, okay? Like you like the white background with the funny just sentence on it. Post that stuff, but be consistent with it. Right now, if I posted a quote photo, it would stick out. I don't do that often, so it's not consistent with me. That is not building trust. Now, that doesn't mean I can't start it, but if I'm going to start it, then I need to keep doing that, okay? If you're going to be the kind of coach that, like something I need to get back into because I used to do this. I built trust and I lost it. I used to post workout videos all the time. I started this before I was a coach. As a personal trainer, I was constantly posting workout videos. So just think about what are your things. You know, when I'm talking about, if you're going to see ED Warrior in there, you better, when you're scrolling down through, see a before and after of me being thin or, you know, thinner than I am now, and then a fitter version of me. Okay. Second thing, you're going to see adventurer. So you better damn well see me outside at the beach, hiking, things like that. And then of course my cat, and then pizza pose. Okay. So those are your pillars. And now based on those pillars, you want to post the whole purpose thing. It's kind of 3 categories. You want to educate people. Okay. Educate. You want to empower them. And you want to entertain them. So more or less your photos should fall into one of those 3 categories. Okay, so right now, so most of my posts, to be honest, kind of fall into the empower part. But you can definitely be the coach that posts the funny stuff. And, you know, instead of maybe posting your workout videos, post your workout bloopers. Okay? Be the person that shows how their pets are crawling all over them during a workout. Make that your thing. Anybody can post a workout video, but who's posting workout bloopers? No one is. Right? Just make sure that you're having fun with it. And if you're hitting one of those categories, that's why people are going to follow you. People follow you to either learn something, to laugh, or to be inspired. Okay? So a quote like a meme would fall under entertain. You don't do this all the time, but enough that people understand, like, I can come to her page and I can find a good quote. Like, you all know, we all have those pages that we follow, like daddy issues, and you scroll down through and it's hilarious or whatever. You don't want your every post to be like that, but enough that people know she has a good sense of humor. As far as educating, okay, this is a really great opportunity to take advantage of talking about Shakeology and any other supplements that you use from Beachbody. Educate is also a really good topic to talk about coaching and like team calls, trainings, how you are, one of your goals in your business is to help 3 people start their health and fitness journey, and you're setting a goal of actually helping 10 this month. Okay, something along those lines. So educating, letting them know that I'm running this business, I have trainings. I am going to help train you too. We're going to learn together, things like that. As far as Shakeology, you will never see me say Shakeology ever. Don't say Shakeology, okay? For a couple reasons. One, you have to create curiosity marketing, okay? If people see that you're drinking Shakeology, they're going to Google it. They're going to see the cost. They're not going to understand that it's not a protein shake, and they're like, holy crap. No, they're not going to buy that, okay? Or they're going to order it through like a Facebook group where a bunch of moms got mad that quote unquote Beachbody didn't work for them, and they're now trying to sell it at discounted prices. Like, no offense, but like, it's so frustrating when I do see that stuff happening, because it's like, just sell them back to the company. Like, at the same, I don't know, just that's my personal opinion. So with the whole idea behind that is, you don't want to just say what it is, because they're not going to just go get it through you then. And a lot of the time, they could think that you're just drinking it and being like, hey, no, they don't know that they can actually order it through you, okay? You have to remember, most people don't get that this is a business, all right? So if you're going to talk about Shakeology, it's a really great time to educate them. Pick an ingredient. Pick an ingredient that you didn't know and talk about it. Don't get like too sciencey, but pretty much Google, like, how has Shakeology helped you? So for me personally, one thing I talk about is, I talk about my sweet tooth. I talk about that I'm not a big vegetable person. And I talk about how I'm constantly bloated, which is probably just stress. And I eat a lot of protein, to be honest. Like, that's definitely one of the reasons that I'm bloated a lot of the time. Okay. And I'm lactose intolerant, but like, ice cream is like my second favorite food group. So I talk about Shakeology in that sense. I talk about the adaptogen blend. Okay. I had no idea what that thing was before. No idea what that was. But I literally typed in Shakeology and stress, and I found that this adaptogen blend, which is made up of 7 different mushrooms. I hate mushrooms. Like, literally, I hate mushrooms. Yeah, fun fact, 7 mushrooms in Shakeology. Okay? I didn't even know what those mushrooms were, but I could post in my stories a picture of my chocolate peanut butter milkshake, but I could put down, P.S., did you know there's 7 mushrooms mashed up in this? Or I did a live video on Facebook a couple weeks ago, and I was like, tune in to watch me put or drink 7 mushrooms, something like that. I had like 34 people like the video because they were like, what? Because I just lured them in with all this. Okay, at that point, obviously I have to show them that it's Shakeology, but I got them lured in by not really knowing what it was at first. Okay, so I'm just talking to them about, why am I drinking this? Does that help a little bit as far as the posting with the whole purpose thing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's move on now. We're going to talk about the message. Okay, so I know a lot of the times, guys, we can get so wrapped up in, so what do I post about? Okay, so let's first just backtrack to what's the number one vital behavior as a coach is being proof of the product. Okay, bare minimum every day, if you make a post about your journey, that's one thing you don't have to think about. Don't overthink it. Literally, when I wake up, ask yourself, how do I feel today? And share that. Okay, it doesn't have to be a long post. It doesn't always have to be motivational. Sometimes the simple fact that you woke up and you're just working out is inspiring to somebody who's literally struggling to get out of bed. Okay, how many people, my roommate, perfect example of somebody. Her alarm goes off at 5:55 a.m. and she literally presses snooze until 6:55. She jumps out of bed, throws on her clothes, grabs her bag, and literally doesn't brush her hair, doesn't even brush her teeth anymore, and just runs out the door because she has to leave the house at 7 o'clock. Okay? How many people do you know who's living life like that? On the outside, she's a physical therapist. She makes 80 grand a year. She has a nice car. Everything seems so hunky-dory, but she makes no time for herself. Something as simple as you showing that, and you're also going to school, and you also have a relationship you need to participate in, and you have other things going on, that's going to be very inspiring to them. Okay, so you want to ask yourself, what is your why? What is your why? Why are you here? You don't need a business to post on social media. You don't need a business to do a workout program. And you don't need a business to inspire other people. Okay? You have to be selfish and ask yourself truly, why are you here? Okay, so let's just take like 2 minutes really quick and type out in like the little chat box, what are like 5 reasons why you're here running this business and saying yes to putting yourself first. And I want you to be selfish. Even if you like, I want to buy a goddamn yacht just because, and I want to take my family on it. I don't care. Anything along those lines, just share the 5 most important things to you, at least right now.
Oh dang! I didn't mean to send that.
I know. Every time you hit enter, even if you do the shift enter, it's gonna send. That's okay.
It's so weird.
Okay. So mine are kind of all over the place. I'll just share them real quick. So obviously I live in life with Ben. I want to retire Ben. I want him to be able to purely live off of his Beachbody income. I want to be able to pay off my student loan and my credit card debt before I'm 28. So I have that goal set for the end of this year. All my student loan debt's not going to be paid off. But fun fact, last year I was able with my Beachbody income to pay off my $12,000 student loan with coaching, which was super, super awesome. Like that would have been another 2.5 years as a personal trainer and waitressing and nannying to actually have been able to do that. So that was really exciting. Ben and I totally want to buy a van and travel cross country. It's like a huge goal of mine. I want to hit up like all the breweries. I want to get weekly massages. It's like something that I do truly believe in. And I think it's just being a personal trainer, I can like respect massage therapy a little bit. But my biggest excuse is I don't have the money. So then I talk myself out of it. I'm like, oh, that's silly. Like, you don't need that. But I feel awesome after I get a massage. So if I want one, I want to be able to just go and get one because I want to. So, Jenna, I love that. Just being able to be financially stable at home. Like, that's going to be the biggest one for so many people. Okay. And it's not just talking about it, but it's showing them that in the pockets of your day that you are coming home and you're doing it. Okay. Let's see, Bree. Financial freedom, yep. Definitely. Especially because school activities are expensive nowadays. Travel everywhere, have a nice house, yep. Definitely. And it's funny now, too, how many people just make jokes about their student loan debt being there until, like, they're 50. Like, it's literally a joke. It's a joke now in our country. And it's so sad to me. Doing what you want when you want, yep. Show people have been through some shit, they can be successful. Absolutely. Like, letting people know that it doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter how smart you are. It's just honestly, how hard are you willing to work for your freedom? That's really just what it comes down to. And more than that, it's not even just how hard are you willing to work, how badly are you willing to help other people have their why, make their why come true? Because the more people you help do that, the more you're going to have all of your why. All right? This business really, guys, is just help more people. That's really what it comes down to. Just helping more people. So your message needs to be based off of these things that you guys just shared. People need to know, where are you going with this? All right? So many people think of this as, I'm just selling something, right? I'm selling a workout program. I'm selling a Shakeology, and I'm running a fitness group. Okay? Yes, that is the bread and butter of this business. But where this becomes something that you will literally want to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning for and just work on all day long is when you start to bring your tribe into this business. Okay? That when you have a team, it just takes this from being like, okay, I'm enjoying this, I'm having fun, to I'm obsessed. Okay. And you're in control of all of that. So when you're sharing this, I'm letting, I've had some girls straight up say to me, like, I'm not into traveling. I have some people saying, like, I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. I never thought I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom either, but I want to be able to have the option to be a stay-at-home mom. Okay, there's so many people that tell themselves, I don't care, but it's only because they can't have it. We literally talk ourselves out of the things that we want because we don't think we can get them. Okay, so let me look back at these super quick. So for Jenna, prove to your parents, definitely. So that's a huge one for me too. My fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but I have some tough competition with my female cousins. My one female cousin is a Supreme Court judge. She lives in this beautiful, beautiful home, straight up like in downtown Manhattan. Her husband writes and is really high up at the New York Times. Like, his office is insane. They're so humble, and he straight up looks like Harry Potter. But it's hard to compete with that, especially so. And then, my dad is the youngest brother on his side, and he's the deadhead, the hippie. And so it's for them, my sister's nannying full time in Philadelphia, and I'm nannying and building this fitness business, right? So they're like, always, what are they doing with their lives? Blah, blah, blah. And to me, it's just, keep doubting me, because this is what gives me fire to keep showing up, because I can't wait to one day be able to sit around and have the same lifestyle and luxuries and opportunities that you do. But I only had to put in a 16th of the time. And I didn't have to be political. I didn't have to step on toes. I didn't have to knock other people down to get to where I am. I literally got here by building other people up, right? You don't get that opportunity with everything, guys. Typically, if you want to climb the ladder and you want to be earning like 6+ figures, it typically means that you're going to have to get political. Okay? And that means that you're going to have to, do some shady stuff. And the beauty of this is straight up community over competition. The more people you help, the more that your empire is going to grow. All right? And just letting your family know they're not, Ben says it all the time, don't talk about it, be about it. Okay? Your family's going to doubt you all day. They're not supposed to get it, and it's not their responsibility to make your dreams come true. It's yours. So share with people. Let them know this is where you're going to take this. I used to talk about it all the time. I started my business right here at this dining room table in 2015. Okay? We moved to another apartment, and it was at another dining room table. And then we moved to North Carolina, and now I have a pretty nice area that I get to work in every day. They've seen this evolution. All right? So just take them on this journey with you. And I'm letting them know that this started off, I was making $0 to $14 a week the first couple of weeks as a coach. And then over time now, look at where I am. And this is where I'm going. Some people are going to need to wait until you are living that dream life. It's just how it is. But you want to think about it this way. Every time you are posting, you're going to hear this analogy a lot in coaching. You're planting a seed. Okay? And every day that you show up in your stories, you are watering that seed that you planted on your page. Okay? And what's going to happen is this is the same with all the people that you're following and talking to. Every time that you post, every time that you share you're following a workout program, every time you share that you didn't work out that day, right? Because maybe today was a mental health day and working out was not going to be the cue. You needed to read something positive or listen to a podcast, whatever. But letting them just know why you're here and where you're going with it, so then they can follow you on that journey. So as you start to actually cross things off on your why list, they're going to be like, oh my God, I remember her talking about how she wanted to get a ring light because she wanted to start making, really cool workout videos or something. And look, she got a ring light with her paycheck last week. Okay? Anything along those lines. People are just going to start to follow that. So now let's talk a little bit about your actual content. Okay, so Jenna, this is the part you'll definitely want to listen up to. So when I was a coach, when I first started coaching guys, I had 4 jobs. Okay, I did not have time. Literally, if I only posted at that moment of the day, I was going to be in the car. Okay, I was constantly driving from one job to the next job and whatnot. So a lot of the time in the beginning of my journey, it was straight up just a selfie. In the car, heading to my next job, or in the car, stopping at Starbucks to get coffee before I go to train, or picking up lunch on the go to go to my next job, or the little girl that I nannied for at the time, here nannying, but also working on my business. So I was just letting them know what's going on, okay? Basically, like, think every day you just want to be posting to the other Jennas and Alexias and Jessicas of the world, okay? You're not trying to post to everybody. So somebody that's, a mom, no, my posts are probably not going to attract her because I'm not talking about any of those things. But for the busy millennial that's juggling multiple jobs just to make rent, yeah, like she's going to be watching me. Like, oh my God, look at all the stuff that she's doing. Okay? So one of the things that helped me was, guys, take advantage of your weekends and have fun with this. Okay? So last weekend, actually real quick, pull up if you guys are on your Instagram and if you can see mine super quickly. I'm going to show you guys a few photos that were not taken day of, but that I posted anyway. So the one with the sunflower in front of my eye, the flower. Okay, there's one. The one next to it, the handstands. The one below with my computer upside down on the Bosu. The one to the right where my black t-shirt's on and I'm sitting on my bed at home. The two below it, the one with my resistance band and the one holding my cat. So let's go back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 photos of my last 12 that were not posted the day that I took those photos. Okay? This is what I did. Whenever I put a dress on or an outfit on, which is very rare, look at the rest of my photos. I'm literally either in a black t-shirt or a sports bra, okay? I am not a fashion girl at all, okay? I do not own a lot of clothes. So when I had that yellow dress on, that was, I don't even know when that was, months ago, okay? But I found it. I needed to post something. My post was super simple. Fact, snuggles and sundresses instantly boost your mood, okay? Empowering. That's one of those posts, just an empowerment post. Nothing to do with coaching, health and fitness and whatnot. All right. The post with the workout band. I was filming workout videos one day and I figured, hey, I'm going to record this. I'm going to pause it and screenshot a good shot in that video. And then I post it later that week. Okay. So something, basically, these are my suggestions. Throughout the weekend, go someplace. Go on a drive. Yes, this is going to be weird. Hang out with somebody. Get your best friend to do this with you. Okay? If I can get Ben, and he's awkward, if I can get him to help me do this stuff, thanks, girlfriend. If I can get Ben to help me do this stuff, then you guys can definitely find a friend to do this stuff with. Get a few different outfits. And I know, literally, get a few different outfits. Go driving someplace and just take photos. And just have fun with them. Say if you're somebody that's not like I can't do a straight-faced photo. I'm not like that sexy kind of person. So make your photos weird. Be outside. My go-to stance, because I don't know what else to do, is I throw a peace sign in the air. But I'm so consistent with that. If you cut in my photos, you're going to see at least one of me just standing with a peace sign in the air. Okay, if you want to do a rock-on kind of pose, it doesn't, whatever you want to do. Okay, but those are awesome for throughout the week when you just want to post something motivational or you want to talk about coaching. Okay, so posting that and then finding a photo of you from high school, comparing the two. As far as fitness stuff, on the weekend, think about what are the workouts you're going to do this week. This is something that you should be doing as coaches anyways, planning ahead your week. What workouts are you doing Monday through Sunday? And take 30 minutes out of your weekend day and actually record yourself doing one clip or two from each of those workouts for a couple of different reasons. One, when you go to do your workout throughout the week, because remember, always you first. You are using the overflow from your cup to help other people. You're not sharing your cup with the world, okay? Always fill you up first. So that way when you're doing your workout during the week, you're not stopping and having to film a workout and getting distracted. Your workout is all about you guys, okay? Make it yours. Own it. Cherish it. That's your time, okay? So on a Saturday, I will put on 4 different sports bras, a couple different shorts, whatever, and I will literally just press record on my phone. So now I have workout videos to add to my stories or a clip that I can post to Facebook or Instagram, okay? So it's already made up and done. Does that help a little bit? Okay. That was a big thing for me in the beginning, just so that if life got crazy during the week and I didn't have anything to post or it got too late and there wasn't any more natural sunlight, I had things I could go back to.
I have a question then.
So now, okay, so other thing about content too is we want to make sure that when people are coming to your page, you guys, you need to hook them within like the first 2 to 3 swipes. Okay? Are they going to know who you are? Think about it this way. People click on your page, right? They're going to swipe down 2, maybe 3 times. They don't like what you're posting, they're gone. That's it. You lost them. Okay? So these are going to be the biggest things as far as just content stuff. And then we're going to talk about your bio and profile photo, then too, and stories. So in your content, you want to make sure that your photos look similar across the board, meaning filter-wise. Okay? Don't spend too much time doing this, Brianna. I know that it can be fun. It can be super entertaining and stuff like that. But this can also be very time-consuming. And we can get so wrapped